Heat, they make a pretty minor move, in my opinion, here. They trade Mo Hartless Silva to the Sacramento Kings for Nermanja Bjelica. Bjelica, we figured he would get traded towards the deadline. He wasn't doing much this season here with the Sacramento Kings. So the Kings, they just trade him off to get him off the books and get him off the roster. Obviously, this King team, they're rebuilding. They're not going to make the playoffs once again this season. But obviously, they don't get much in return either here for Bjelica. Only getting Mo Hartless and Silva, guys who haven't really played that much this season. On the season, Bjelica was 7.2 points a game, 3.8 rebounds, 2 assists a game, 76% from the foul line, and 46% from the field. So Bjelica, a former overseas MVP before he came to the NBA. But this season, he hasn't done much. And last season, he was mediocre as well with 11 points a game and 6 rebounds. But I think his minutes per game could go up a little bit here for this Heat team. And he's a good depth guy and a guy that had an outside three-point shot last season, hitting 2 threes a game. So he's going to be a stretch four for this Miami Heat team, probably playing anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes a game. But for Bjelica, he still won't have fantasy value, in my opinion, here for the Heat. He'll be a rotational player and a guy who could stretch the floor. Mo Hartless, he's bounced around the last few seasons in the NBA, and this season he wasn't doing anything. Again, he was playing minimum minutes. Was Hartless on the season, 1.4 points a game, 1.2 rebounds for Hartless, and 38% from the field. So I could see Hartless getting bored out and possibly go to another team, a contender, as a veteran presence and a bench guy on their team. Silva, another guy who wasn't playing at all for Miami, and maybe the Kings, they'll give him a look here this season since they're in rebuild mode and they want to see who they could keep next season for their roster. Is the Sacramento Kings, because obviously Hartless ain't going to cut it. And Chris Silva on the season here, 2.7 points a game, 2.3 rebounds, 73% from the foul line and 69% from the field. So Silva, he's not owned in any fantasy leagues. And right now, I wouldn't own him in any wait-and-see approach you have to take to see if he'll get any playing time. And he might, because I think a Hassan Whiteside or even a Raquan Holmes trade could be in the pipeline here within the next few hours before the trade deadline. So Nermanja Bjelica goes to the Miami Heat in a minor deal for Chris Silva and Mo Hartless, and we'll see if trade will impact any of these two teams here.